Hello, people out there. What's up? What's up? My name is Gio. True name, Gio. For you, Gio. So don't try to ask me what's my real name because I'm not going to tell you. It's Gio. So what's up? I'm from the Boogie Down Bronx, right? You know, and growing up in the Bronx, a lot of people think that growing up in the Bronx, it's all bad, it's all hardcore. Shit, it is bad and hardcore, bro. Back in my days, man, there were no Bloods, there were no Crips, there was none of that. There was Zulu Nation, there was other gangs, like I'm from 174th and Vice Avenue, and down the block from Vice Avenue, we had the project with James Monroe High School. And one high school battle, another one, and you couldn't even go to the project because if you weren't for the project, you get jumped. That was the way it was. It wasn't no Bloods, no Crips, no Nienta, no Black King, none of that shit existed here. Brooklyn, they get along with the Bronx get along with Brooklyn. Actually, it was just hard. It was hard. The best way to walk down in my day to walk in the street of the Bronx and you don't get fucked up, like at 1 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the morning, if you walk by Jerome and shit like that. And you're walking underneath the train station, and people saw you like, nah, don't fuck with that nigga. It's at 1 o'clock in the morning, and then he's walking around like this. He must be crazy. So they wouldn't fuck with you, So growing up in New York, to me, it was kind of funny because now you will know my name, Giovanni. So I have an Italian last name. I have an Italian name, and people will come up to you and say, hey, what's your name? And I'm Giovanni, right? And they go, so you're Italian? And I'm like, yeah, I'm Italian. I'm half Italian, half Puerto Rican. I'm half Hispanic at the beginning. And the funny thing was that when I say I'm Puerto Rican, they say, oh, so do you speak Puerto Rican? What kind of fucking shit is that? Who fucking speaks Puerto Rican? Do I speak Spanish, bro? Do I speak Spanish? There's no Puerto Rican, man. Then I used to be afraid of having my friends over because, you could tell a Puerto Rican house, man. Wherever you go. I don't know about now. Back in my days, a Puerto Rican mom. My mom used to take the sofa and she bought them brand new. The first thing she did, she put plastic all over them. She plastered the sofa. So I was like, yo, Mom, why are you doing this? Oh, you don't dirty it. I said, Mom, it's a sofa. And then, and you would come outside from playing baseball, whatever you were doing. You had your shirt off. You're a guy, you have your shirt off. And you sit down in this hot-ass living room, and you sit, and you watch TV. And when you sit down, and you get up, oh, you hear, oh, now that was pain, bro. It's like, oh, pain, Mom. You have to put a pillow like that. I'm not watching TV here no more. I'm just gonna go to my room and just chill out there because it was best, And then they put these little things, these little hanging crystal-like things, like a curtain in the kitchen. And you walk right in, you thought you were going to a seance or a psychic meeting or something like that. You're like, oh shit. And you're Puerto Rican, right? Like when your dad has a yellow car. Or mad red, but usually yellow, and he's walking like he's chilling in his car like he's like no one's gonna know that he has a yellow car. Because Puerto Ricans are exotic with yellow car. I mean yellow car, the color yellow. It's like a yellow car. You're like, oh shit, here goes my mom, or here goes my dad. You're like, oh. It was like, but it was cool. It was cool because in the Bronx, the one things that we did have in common with blacks is that we raised our kids the same way, but man, let me tell you, when I used to go to my friends' black people's house, and you was gonna get your ass whooped, and he was gonna get his ass whooped. You had to leave the house because black people's mom, they don't play, man. They be like, what? Your teacher called me. What? You could even say a word. You could even plead the fifth. You had to take a beat down. The same thing as Puerto Rican mom. My mom used to beat me. She used to say, yo, son, this is, it hurts me more than it hurts you. Yeah, okay, it hurts you more than it hurts me. Yeah, sure it does. And then my mom was the type of mom that she used to go shopping. When she went shopping, right before she went to the supermarket, she said, don't you dare to ask for anything, because if you ask, I'm going to whip your ass. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to ask for anything. So, and then growing up, it was kind of funny because you see, you see the people wearing bell bottoms and high tops and the afro kind of stuff. That was cool, but it was kind of funny, And the funny thing was, you know how it is. I'd be walking down the street, and if you go to the projects, you have the chains that links like this, right? So you see a girl, you want to impress her, right? So you start jumping one link to another. So one day I'm jumping one link to another. All of a sudden I trip. She saw it. I was like, ooh. I meant to do that. I meant to do that. See, I'm cool. I'm cool like that. I'm cool like that. But I was embarrassed. Though. I was like, shit. I was really embarrassed, right? You know, and the thing about, and one thing for you guys out there, I want to tell you this thing, if a girl ever asks you with how many girls you slept with, man, say one. Say two. Because you know why? Because girls have a memory that will never, ever, ever, ever forget. You can tell a girl, okay, I had sex with 10 girls. And then they go, okay, do you remember any of them? And you stupidly, yeah, man, this one, that one, blah, blah, okay. And it's forgotten, right? You have a fight with your girl 5 to 10 years later, and then she'd be like, oh, you motherfucker, why don't you go and sleep? Why don't you go sleep with your first girlfriend? Why don't you go sleep with that bitch that you had sex with in this place? You had sex with this bitch in that place, and you had blah blah this and this, and they won't let it down. And I'm like, girl, that was 10 years ago. You weren't even in the picture. I don't give a fuck. And you're like, oh damn, you can't tell a woman everything, bro, because they will throw it back at you. No matter what you do, they will throw it back at you. And then, a girl, you ask a female, oh baby, how many guys did you sleep with? Just one. 2 at the most. You my third. And I'm like, yeah, right. The way that we did it last night, you can tell me 3? I don't think so. But anyway, that's that's thing. But growing up and in a Spanish family, it was kind of cool also. Like I said. Because, we didn't have, back in the days when my parents went to my school and told my teacher, you have the right to smack my child, and when he got told, I'm going to smack the shit out of him, they meant it. So my teachers would call him, Miss blah, 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 your son, she would come, she would smack the shit out of me. Then my teacher was like, see, we don't like our students getting hit. And I'm like, well, if you didn't like it, you shouldn't have called my moms. Then when I get home, I get another beat down. I wasn't a bad kid. I was okay. I wasn't a bad kid. But, that's the way teachers were. Nowadays, your kids, you raise your hand, your kid. You say, Mom, if you raise your hand at me, I'm calling CPS on you. What? CPS? Child Protective Services? You know how dumb that would have sounded 20 years ago? Well, 30 years ago, if I told my mom we were going to call social services on, she would beat the shit out of me. Then hit me with the phone, call CPS themselves, and then when they got there, they beat the shit out of me again, and then she would have to go to jail. Because there was no shit about CPS. Nah. They beat you down. And that's it, and you took it. And when your mom raised your voice, or an adult raised their voice, you lower your head. Kids nowadays, they don't do that. They raise the voice. Woo. You raising your voice, huh? And you be like, well, I'll call CPS on you, Dad. I'll call CPS on you, Mom. I don't care. I got rights. I got my right to put my foot up your ass. That's why kids are the way they are today. Because when you try to teach them manners and when you try to teach them the values of life, they come up with bullshit like that. This generation is all screwed up. It's like there's people, man. If a cop tells you, I don't give a shit. I don't give if you got Black Lives Matter. I don't give a shit if you got. If a cop tells you, put your hands up, nigga, put your hands up. If he tells you, get on the floor, get on the floor. Don't give him no lip. Oh, blah blah. He doesn't have the right to hit you. He doesn't have the right to beat you. But 9 out of 10 times we're gonna lose over the cop's word. So we do as he or she says, and we get it over and done with. And we gotta respect them because they're doing their job. Some of them are assholes, and yes, some of them are assholes. And I just went all Chris Rock, right? All political and shit. I'm trying to tell some jokes, and I went all political. Which Chris Rock was funny, but now he's all political. Yeah, Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. I don't like comedy when it comes to politics. So I'm here to see comedy. I'm not here to see politics. But going back to the politics. The whole system needs to be reformed. The whole police system needs to be reformed. I think they need to reinstall or retrain these people. Okay? So, back to that. So yeah, the funny thing is how people talk nowadays. I was in jail one time with a black cat, and he kept talking to me. He's like, yo, Gio, man, You know what I'm saying? When I was in front of the judge, you know what I'm saying? She was saying this, you know what I'm saying? And the DA was saying this, you know what I'm saying? And I kept talking, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, Gio? And I said, yo, shut the fuck up. I know what you're saying, man. Could you stop what you know what I'm saying? Just talk to me normal. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like shit like that. You know? So, you know, and the Spanish people are like Italian. Spanish people, we like to talk with our hands. You know, so if you go to take a Puerto Rican Walmart employee and take a white Walmart employee, right? So you go to a white employee Walmart and you say, maybe it happened, maybe not. Excuse me, could I use your bathroom? I mean, can you tell me where the bathroom is? And some of them may take you halfway. When they take you halfway, they're like, okay, it's right over there, right? You go to Puerto Rico and you go to a Walmart in Puerto Rico, or here in the States, and it's a Puerto Rican employee. Say, excuse me, can you tell me where the bathroom is? Yeah, sure. The bathroom, you go straight over there, then you make a left, and then you walk. When you see the guys section, then you make another left, and then you see some shoes that are blue and green, then you make a right. There's gonna be a computer there. Go past that, it's a vending machine, then you make a left. Instead of just taking you there, right? You know, and don't you hate it, like when you go up to, you go up to this cash register and the girls be like, oh damn, I just can't wait to get out. I'm so tired, man. This is gonna be a long day. And it's 8 o'clock, and I'm like, well, when's your shift? And at 12, you only got 3 hours left. What the fuck's wrong with you? They don't even, and today's employees, these kids don't ask them to do overtime. They don't believe, I want to get out, so I want to go to the beach, I want to do this, I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, see, you know what I'm saying, came out, shit, fuck, I got hooked up to that. So, kids nowadays, they just don't want to work. What's wrong with you? I like to have my money in my pocket, Luckily, I'm married, because if I wasn't married, girls are expensive, man. I used to have this guy, man. I used to have a friend that every time, either when it came the girl's birthday or Valentine's Day, he would break up with her. And I'm like, damn, you cheap. You're that cheap that you can't go out there and buy your girl a card, a rose, anything like that. People are that cheap. Can't fucking believe that. I wouldn't even go out with a guy if I was gay. And my man brought me, I slapped the shit out of him with that shit. And talking about gays too, man. Gays are funny though, because my brother was gay and got, rest his soul, But I can see I can hang out with a gay guy. That's cool because I have gay friends. But what I cannot hang out is with a very flamboyant gay. It's very, very flamboyant. It's more flamboyant. He's more girl than a girl. Nothing against them. So yeah, I love them all. But it's just not that neat. Like, hey, let me tell you, oh my God, I was in the sky, and oh my God, it's so big. It's like incredible. And I'm like, oh my God, no, I can't do that. But anyway, I love them all. I don't judge people. That's not my style. That's not for me to do. You're gay, and that's, at the end of the day, that's between you and God. I love you regardless. So it doesn't really matter. But could you just the thought, of one day being gay and having some guy like the dick like this big, like 10 inches or 12 inches go up your ass. Actually, just the thought itself has hurt me. But anyways, right? I don't want to cause a havoc and say, oh, you're homophobic, which I'm not homophobic. My son's gay, and I love him to death. And anyway, but yeah. So and nowadays, right? The kids nowadays, iPhone X, $1,000. A fucking $1,000 for a phone. That motherfucker better do breakfast, lunch, and dinner for me. You know what I mean? Can you imagine the kid comes up to you, Dad, I want an iPhone X and I want a Ferrari. Shit, we both shit out of luck. Can't have it. It's so expensive. And then they lose their. No way am I gonna pay $1,000 for for an iPhone. You must be high, Apple. Even the Samsung Galaxy Note is at $930 some odd dollars. That's close to $1,000 when you come think about it with tax, and it comes out to $1,000. No way. I have my Galaxy S7 Edge. I only paid $200 for it since the first day it came out. I got it through. You know how I got it. But and I'm content with it. And if I have to upgrade, but I would never go to $1,000. You know what I could buy with $1,000? It's a lot of weed money. I'm talking about weed. Weed's good, but we should legalize weed. Every day you see somebody die of alcoholism. You say the cop stops you over and you say, oh, baby, CD, oh yeah, and then the A again. And people, but with weed, you don't see that shit with weed. You know, you see judges, lawyers, doctors, pilots. They all some of them smoke weed, and you don't see them hallucinating or all delirium or all the kind of fucked up shit. It's good for you. You know, I don't believe that we should be smoked out in the public like people do, because the smell of weed is strong. You know, and everybody can't take the smell of weed. There should be designated areas. You know, but should be designated areas. But it's, you know, you have a chance to make money out of this. Like in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico has this thing that if you get caught with a weed, with a joint, bro, with a joint, it's a mandatory 3-year sentence. 3 years, nigga. There ain't no parole, there ain't no and in jail, Puerto Rico in jail, like here you get locked up in Staten Island, you go to Rikers. You get locked up in the Bronx, you probably go to Bronx. But Bronx House doesn't exist anymore, or Brooklyn House, something like that, you know. But in Puerto Rico, you get arrested, you go straight to prison. There ain't no county jail, there ain't none of that shit, you know. And then you get locked up for 3 years, and the motherfucker that killed somebody while driving drunk gets 3 years probation. So you might as well make weed. You might as well make weed legal. You make money. You cut the middleman off. You don't have to go to the spot anymore, and you make tax money, right? And then when you smoke weed, right? The one thing I like about the weed is the feeling that I get. And then after a while, the mouth gets dry. And forget about it. If you get inside of an elevator, bro, and that shit is on the second, and you go into the second floor, it seems like if you're going like to the 20th floor, this shit like, oh man, this shit is mad long, bro. This shit's long, bro. And then you go to your house and you start watching TV. Like, that's if you smoke a lot of weed. And you're watching TV, and the TV just going real slow. You see the waves going through. You're like, whoa, man. I smoked weed one time, but I don't know how to roll, right? A Puerto Rican that knows how to roll. You know what? This cat asked me one time, yo, you Puerto Rican, you know how to steal cars? I'm like, no, I don't know how to steal cars. He goes, and you're Puerto Rican? I'm like, motherfucker, what you trying to say? That we Puerto Ricans, that's all we know how to do is steal cars? Shit, we know how to break and enter, eh?